A shocking Star Wars theory claims that the armorer is an Imperial spy, with 8 major clues from The Mandalorian Seasons 1-3 supporting it. The Mandalorian Season 3 has led some viewers to believe that the armorer is really an Imperial spy, and 8 clues from the series support this theory. The armorer has led Din Djarin and the Children of the Watch since The Mandalorian Season 1, so the idea of her working with the Empire may initially seem outlandish. However, the armorer has always been something of a mystery, with many of her actions raising an eyebrow. The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 7 The Spies provides the most compelling evidence to date, with the plural title suggesting that there is in fact more than one spy working for Moff Gideon. If The Mandalorian Season 3 finale does confirm the armorer's treachery, then this would have huge ramifications for the series going forward. Din Djarin and the rest of his clan swore their lives to the Mandalorian creed, never removing their helmets and trusting the armorer without question. Once they learned the truth about her and how she betrayed her people to the Empire that nearly wiped them out, they wouldn't know what to believe. Din and Bo-Katan Kryze would have to step up even more, guiding their people through a time of great uncertainty. Here are the 8 biggest clues that the armorer is an Imperial spy in The Mandalorian. 8. The armorer's sect was spared in The Mandalorian Purge. The first clue suggesting that the armorer is an Imperial spy is the fact that her sect was spared during The Mandalorian Purge. The Children of the Watch were based on the moon of Concordia, but other Mandalorians likely were as well, making it curious that the Empire didn't also bomb the moon during the Night of 1,000 Tears. The armorer being in league with Moff Gideon would explain why her clan was spared, and why the Empire allowed them to escape into hiding. The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 7 revealed that the Empire destroyed any ships trying to escape, again raising the question of why those on Concordia were allowed to live. 7. The armorer's sect lived on Nevarro, the same planet as Moff Gideon. It always seemed convenient that the armorer based her sect on Nevarro, the same planet where Gideon established his Imperial base. This made it easy for the Empire to hire Din Djarin's services and to intimidate the other Mandalorians into staying hidden, where the armorer could continue manipulating them. The Empire would also be able to destroy the Mandalorians if they started causing trouble, which happened after they came out of hiding to help Din Djarin and Grogu. If the armorer had really wanted to keep her people safe, then surely she would have chosen a home far from any Imperial presence. 6. The armorer didn't stop Din Djarin from working for the Empire. Considering how the Empire destroyed Mandalore and forced the Watch into hiding, it also seems odd that the armorer didn't object to Din working for the Imperial remnant. He did bring back the Beskar that was stolen during the Purge, but according to the Mandalorians, honor is what matters above all else. Paz Vizsla was right to call out Din for working with the same empire that destroyed their people, and he and the other Mandalorians gladly helped Mando later. Perhaps the armorer wanted to make sure Din completed the Empire's mission, with the remaining Beskar being a reward for her services. 5. The armorer survived the covert's destruction, despite staying behind. Din returned to Nevarro to find that much of the Mandalorian covert had been wiped out, only for the armorer to be alive and well. She not only survived the Imperials hunting them, but was able to take her sweet time with gathering the remaining Mandalorian armor. The armorer could have been spared because she was an Imperial agent all along, or she made a deal with Gideon in exchange for the rest of her covert being left in peace. She did have to defend herself against the stormtroopers who came after Din, but that could mean Gideon is the only one who knows about her treachery. 4. The armorer tested Bo-Katan's commitment to the Creed, and she failed. The armorer allowed Bo-Katan to remove her helmet to bring the Mandalorians together, but this may have been a test that she failed. After all, the armorer banished Din for removing his helmet, not even bothering to ask why he did so. It was only after he completed a seemingly impossible task that he was allowed back, so it seems strange that the armorer would make an exception for Bo-Katan. Asking her to remove her helmet may have been to see if she would honor the Creed above all else, and the armorer might fear that Mandalorians would continue to fall from the way if Bo-Katan regained control of Mandalore. 3. The armorer changed her mind a little too quickly. Bo-Katan removing her helmet wasn't the only thing the armorer changed her mind on, as she also agreed to work alongside other Mandalorians. She started The Mandalorian Season 3 rejecting one of her own because he removed his helmet. Yet 4 episodes later, she was willing to work alongside a tribe that Gideon described as their sworn enemies. It is true that she spent time with Bo-Katan, and working with other Mandalorians would be the only way to retake Mandalore, but that doesn't mean she fully accepts them. The armorer may have betrayed them because she saw that they would never truly follow the ancient way. 2. The armorer led the Mandalorians into a trap. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence against the armorer is that her actions led the Mandalorians into a trap. She brought both Mandalorian tribes together, but as Moff Gideon put it, this gathered them all in one place. Before the Mandalorians went to the Great Forge, the armorer found an excuse to leave, heading back to the fleet with the injured. The Mandalorians were then ambushed by Gideon's troops right after entering the caves, and subsequently baited into a trap. Gideon also knew about the Mandalorian fleet despite comms not being able to break through the clouds below the atmosphere, meaning someone on the surface had to tell him. 1. The armorer's helmet design is the same as Moff Gideon's. The most visually condemning evidence is that the armorer and Moff Gideon share the same style of armor. Both have horns on their helmets with shades of red, which implies that the armorer herself designed Gideon's armor, or that Moff Gideon is a Mandalorian and they both served under Maul's Death Watch during the Clone Wars. This would provide the needed history and explain why they betrayed their own people. Whether the armorer really is an Imperial spy remains to be seen. But based on these 8 clues, there's a good chance that the Mandalorian Season 3 finale will confirm it.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.